Hey, I'm Kayla Cardio. Here's what makes Seint 3D foundation different from other foundation. So it's a cream base. If you look at my non-makeup face, there are different colors in different areas. That's exactly what we're going to replicate with this. Whereas with traditional foundation, you put one layer down, a base layer of like a beige of the color of, the main part of your face, and then you'll add colors on top of that like blush. The problem is when you do that, you're putting like a liquid foundation or whatever foundation that you're using, and then a powder blush, and you're mixing mediums, and that's what shows makeup-like texture. Instead, we're gonna use all creams, and we're just gonna put the colors in different places. Dark where it's darker, light where we want it lighter, brighter, dark for definition, all those things, okay? So I'm gonna go in and do what we would think of as our base color, but I'm just gonna do it in the area around my mouth, kind of like where a man would have a beard. I'm dipping in a color over there too. So, between colors right now. Okay, you want to use as little product as possible. So now, excuse me, I have a very, and you can see I kind of avoided this middle area. And I'm putting very, very little here because I'm gonna add some brightening there. I wish you could see how little product I'm using. So I'm just literally barely tapping. In the makeup, I'm not digging to pick up any product. And I'm just spreading around a really light layer. Next, I'm gonna dip into, I don't know why I'm going over, a little bit brighter color. See, well, a lot brighter color, because I have some under eye circles that are dark, so I'd like to brighten it a little more. I'm not gonna stay just in the dark circle. Instead, I'm gonna go all the way down to the edge of my nose and out over here. So I've got like a pie shape. Again, such a tiny amount of product. Stipple it around, concentrate it in the dark area, and then pull it down. Now, I could have done my contouring step first. I like to take a little bit of the bright as well and go between my eyebrows and up my nose. Now I'm going to switch to my detail hack brush and do my contouring. So I'm going to put that darker color that we were talking about. The contours are a little drier because they're meant to stay in place. So we're going to go into those, start at my forehead and drag it down. So my forehead is large and I don't want that to be the center of attention. So I darken that, and we add some definition to my cheekbones. So I'm just doing this on my cheekbones, kind of come at an angle down to make them look crisp. I'm gonna never go past my pupils with that. In a minute, I need to come back and hit my nose, but now I'm gonna touch it because it's morning time. Which, why do I sneeze 50 times every morning? I don't know. Fun facts. All right, I'm gonna also take that dark color and accentuate my bottom lip. It'll make it look like it has a little more shadow, so it's hanging over, and then crisp up the jawline to give it a little more contrast. So that gave me some tan and some definition, and here's my favorite. I use a little bit cooler contour for this. Well, let's put that color on the nose first. Okay, now that we have, because my noses I feel like have bigger pores, they're oilier, and they need a tiny bit more coverage. So I do put some of my highlight color down before I go and do the step of contouring my nose. So I love this detail brush. I can just dip it right in the sides. And so you saw before I had makeup on, I already had a line in that area. So what we're doing is just darkening it to bump up the contrast a little bit, and also cheating and making it a little closer together than it was before. Make my nose appear a little more narrow. And now I can come back with that brighter shade or my first shade that I use and be like, look how my nose is tiny. When really, we kind of used a light trick to make it look smaller than it was. You can also add this light color around the edge of your lips for a little definition. You can accentuate this shape right here. And I could take the dark and go in the middle of those. And look at that. So it's gonna already stand out a little more. Cool thing is we can do some blush, and that can actually be used as our lip color as well. So I'm gonna take some blush, and they're creams, so you can totally mix it and make custom colors. I'm gonna add that in here. And in 5 minutes, I like to do my blending with this fluffy end. You could use a blending sponge. This will pick up any excess product because this makeup is so light you don't feel it on your face. If you feel it on your face, you've used too much product, so you will want to go down to a darker color if you need that much product to achieve the color you want, or just lay off. Less is more. All right, so I'm gonna do a tiny more there because I am a little blush happy. I like a little more color. I'm using Frenchie and Sandstone, which are two of my very favorite blushes. And then I can take Sandstone and put it as my lip color as well. Now there are advanced tips you can do, of course. This is my 5-minute going to work face. And I also like to take some illuminator. And you don't even see it on the face, but it'll catch the light in the right way and accentuate cheekbones, accentuate any good shape that your face has. I like to put a little in the center of my lip to make it look fuller. I like to put some right here on my brow bone, and it'll catch the light. So just accentuating the pretty bone structure that God gave you. Okay, so that's it. I need mascara, and I can walk out the door. A 6-minute face, really 5-minute face because it talked at you. So once I have mascara, good to go.